It's game time.
Welcome to the AFL Victoria Metro Junior Development Series.
With thanks to YJFL partners,
Swinburne University of Technology, Future Magpies,
SportSafe Australia, Blue Star Global Logistics,
Higher Depot,
and the Centaur Institute.
Let's go YJFL.
Let's go YJFL.
Let's go YJFL. Let's go YJFL.
Let's go YJFL. Let's go YJFL.
let's go YJFL.
Let's go YJFL. It's game time.
Welcome to the AFL Victoria Metro Junior
We do apologise though. We're going to come back over. Well, a pleasant good afternoon, everybody, and welcome down here to Warringal Park in Heidelberg for the commencement of the 2026 AFL Vic Metro Junior Development Series. And tonight, in my opinion, we got two of the very, very best leagues in regards to junior football going at it in a double header in the under-15s, that being the YJFL taking on the EFNL. So should be class all across the board here tonight. Down here at a home of the Heidelberg Netball Club, celebrating their 150th year, and a football club that has got a very rich history, not only in the YJFL but in the Northern Football Netball League as well. Bit of an introduction into the AFL Vic Metro Junior Development Series. It's a magnificent talent showcase of some of the best under 14 and 15 boys and girls footballers across metropolitan Melbourne. The series provides those who perform at community level and warranted of this representative selection. With the series, the pathway of under 16 and under 18 AFL talent programs such as the Talent League are on the end of this very important little couple of days in the competition. The 2026 Metro Junior Development League obviously begins tonight. And we'll see more games on this Saturday afternoon coming. And, of course, on the King's Birthday public holiday. And there are more than 1,600 under 14s and under 15 boys and girls across 11 metropolitan leagues this season. 93 matches will be played across the 3 days of competition. And, as I said, 11 metropolitan football leagues taking part in this, such as like the YJFL and the EFNL tonight, Essendon District, Mornington Peninsula, Frankston District, just to name a few. And of course, the YJFL would like to thank not only their sponsors for the 2026 season, but sponsors of the Interleague program, that being Swinburne University, Next Gen Now, Future Magpies, Hire Depot, Blue Star Global Logistics, Centaur Institute, and SportSafe Australia. You'll see their logos throughout the live streams tonight. And of course, we have a few advertisements throughout the evening, which you will see at our quarter time, half time, and 3/4 time breaks. Shouldn't be too far away from a start here. The umpires have made their way out onto the ground. And here are the YJFL boys now making their way out onto Warringal Park. As you can see, the lights have taken full effect here. And here are the Eastern Football Netball League team as well, predominantly in a Hawthorn-like strip, obviously, as the Hawks are their Interleague pathway sponsor once again in 2026. So both sides just going through a little pre-game jog, pre-game warm-up. And both captains will make their way to the middle shortly. And we'll have the toss of the coin here. And of course, many friends and family not only here tonight, but will be watching the live streams across tonight, Saturday, and on the King's Birthday holiday on the Monday in about 10 days' time. So we wish everybody a pleasant good luck tonight and for the days ahead as well. So the EFNL and the YJFL have a pretty rich history of playing each other in the first night of Interleague competition. This time last year it was out at Binnack Park, Watsonia, on a very, very cold May night. One of the teams was coached by current AFL Hawthorn player Dylan Moore. And of course, Dylan will be a advisor for the EFNL once again in 2026. We're right next to the coaches' boxes of the EFNL as well tonight, so better not say anything too harsh towards them as well. Both captains making their way to the middle of the ground now. And we'll take in this toss of the coin. And the EFNL have won the toss, and they'll be kicking to your left of screen here in this first quarter. So we might even hear a little bit of information coming from the EFNL in this game. The coaches have joined us up in our broadcast position here. As always, a very strong talent pathway for both of these leagues. So a cool Wednesday night expected out here at Heidelberg. About 10 degrees at the moment. We had a little bit of drizzle before, so the ground is a little bit wet, a bit slippery. Definitely see that early on from the players out there in this game. So both sides just about to break away from their huddles now and get into position here. Lights in full effect already. You'd be mistaken that it's already a little after 7 o'clock here. So players making their way into their position now, and just a reminder, if you've joined us, the EFNL are kicking to the left of your screen here in this first quarter. They won the toss, so the YJFL will be kicking to the Bungadee street end of the ground here in this first quarter. So about to get underway here. Cool Wednesday night once again here. Hopefully you enjoy the coverage here of the AFL Vic Metro Junior Development Series of 2026 about to get underway here. Umpire holds the ball aloft. 20-minute flat quarters are underway. Get out of the ruck there that time, Martin of the YJFL. Easton looked to get the first centre clearance. Handball went to McCann. He was dispossessed pretty quickly, and Yarra pretty hungry early on. Handball went to Cooper. Ball goes inside 450. Maybe a little nudge in the back there. Easton get back to mop up. And they should escort the ball over the line there for a throw-in. They do. Deep inside the attack for Yarra. So a good crowd up here in the just in the front of the people there, or I should say in the social club area. Quick clearing kick forward. It'll run its way towards the broadcast side. Genuine one-on-one here. Look at the tackling pressure for Easton. Just relentless early on. That was well done there by Walton there that time. Wasn't rewarded though. The ball goes over and out once again. So right forward pocket here for Yarra Junior was hit out of the ruck there that time by Ramsey. Tried to get it to a little bit of space, and there's the first score of the evening. Rush through, touch behind. Yarra Junior one behind. Easton yet to score. About a minute in, first term. Ball will go on to the far side here. Landy with the kick in. Be interesting to see how the young lads go with the size of the ground as well. Quite a wide ground here at Warringal Park, Heidelberg. Shallow ball inside 450. Good spoil there, and another good smother off the boot. So some good pressure early on here from Easton. That kick is far right and across the face. Out of bounds on the full. Now, No one on the mark there was interesting from Yarra, so that'll just allow Easton to maybe have a couple of easy passes here out of their defence and work it out. Broadcast side now, we love that. A few players out the back. Rogers might have been an intended target for Yarra, and then being escorted over the line there that time was Nasita there of Yarra Junior. Boundary throw-in right in front of our position here. Five rotations for both sides on the bench. Such an insight as well. Bit of a shallow throw in there that time. Allowed full advantage to Martin. Then his teammate went to ground there that time, and Steint Brown in hard over the football there again. That time was Parson. And then going without it for Easton there was McCann once again. Little handball over the top was all right to Linden. Kick back inboard, doesn't go to anyone in particular. Sits up and got a good bounce, and that'll be a free kick for a hold. So Yarra dominating the early disposals inside. And then Meehan goes forward of a little narrow pass, and the mark has been taken here. Maybe about 40 metres out by the time he kicks it, if I'm being a bit generous to him. And it's Cooper that has the footy. So Ed Cooper from the Ashburton Redbacks, his local team. Little stuttery approach, right foot kickers on the way. Looks okay off the boot, but just drags it to the right very late through for a minor score. So Yarra have the first two scores. They're both behinds. Easton are yet to score. Strong lead provided here there from Thorogood. Well done from the young lad. There goes down the line, the Churnside Park Panther. Wanted his teammate in Watt, wasn't marked. Comes out the back to Linden, who sends one just to about centre wing here at Warringal Park. Nearly gets out the back, hands to it there. Mason was able to get rid of the football. Trying to run onto it here is Boncher, hard up against the boundary line. Has to handball inboard. There was a little bit of a spike there inboard there from Barker. And now they should take it over, you would think, on the line, although they keep it in play here. Easton trying to drag it forward. Yarra still lurking in and a hard around the contest.
Front shoulder.
The umpire comes in, asks for the footy. So just forward of centre wing here for Easton, pushing up towards their end of the ground here. And now they'll get an entry through Wheaton. Comes off hands, then back into the corridor. They're trying to work their way forward once again. Whistle on the play, holding the ball. So Yarra stopped their push forward for the time being. And now they go the switch to the far side. So for the first time the footy's gone out there so far tonight here. And they use it well. Great smother off the boot there that time. Opens up an opportunity here for Easton, but they got players forward of the ball here. There is a couple, but an awful lot of pressure in and around this contest. And now Yarra again look to opt to go the switch. Got a couple of players free here to Yarra. Steint Brown once again. Into the corridor. Vogdanos now. Hops to go out wide. Mark drop that probably should have been taken. They did have him in the corridor there for a second, Yarra. But now Easton have cut off very well, and that is a very important intercept mark. Taken just shy of half forward. And now they'll look to approach on the far side once again. Strong leading up here. Now, looking further forward here, there is quite a few one-on-ones, not too many free players. Strong lead on the attempt mark there, and that's just a kick and hope, really. Strong to the far side. Not able to control, but it gets away now. So Yarra back inside their forward 50 now, comes off hands. The one down there was Weikart. He couldn't mark. Look at all those brown and gold jumpers starting to arrive here for Easton, and they just run away with a little bit of pace there. Well done by Blackman. Took a bounce and then sort of ran himself into trouble. Now there's three on the overlap here, and the first one that was there was Watt. He kicks down the line, but it didn't go to anyone in particular. Just a Yarra jumper there, unfortunately, for Easton, because they were off and gone just about, and now the reinforcements really start to come in here for a Yarra point of view, and they'd be happy with a stoppage here. But positive signs there from Easton. They had them on the, they just cut them open there. It was little bit of rugby league about it. Got him on the line break even, you could say. Away go Easton again. Inside forward 50 there, that time through frame. But again, intercept marking is a very good thing for Yarra so far in their defence. Shallow one across the wing. This is Van der Pleit here this time. He plays on the right, goes down the line. His intended target there was Cooper, and he got him. He's pushed a long way up the ground here, Cooper. Down the line, just shallow of our broadcast position, through a couple of sets of hands. Intended target there was Weikart. He couldn't get there. Plenty of brown and gold jumpers there once again to try and get the little one out the back and get away. Umpire hovering, circling, should call for a stoppage and eventually does. Only been 8 minutes gone so far in this quarter. It feels like an awful lot longer has gone than that. Only 2 behind so far for Yarra. Easton really starting to pick up their pressure. Little one down the line. Went in the direction there of Mackenzie. Wasn't able to take possession of the football. Little handball over the top there, that time by Hollow. Didn't go to anyone in particular once again. Another whistle on play. Umpire says throw. Mason into the middle of the ground. A 2-on-1, but works out well. Mark taken there by Bartlett. He lowers the eyes, went back in towards the corridor, wanted a mark in the middle of the ground. Now becomes a genuine foot race. It squirts out the back though, and Easton might be a little chance. A little dribbler on towards goal, but it's across the face, just to the left, before one of the boys down there was Bowden. I looked like could try and get to it. So Easton are away with a behind. Yarra are 2 behinds. Gone about 9 minutes here in this first quarter. AFL Vic Metro Junior Development Series, round 1 of 3 on a cool Wednesday night here in the northeastern suburbs of Melbourne. Ball art up against the boundary line. It's a very straight wing on that far side as well here at Warringal if no one's ever been here before. Down the line go Yarra again, off hands. Gets out the back, and again, a little intercept. Ball was low and narrow and was able to be cut off by Yarra, who looked to come down the wing again. Beautiful grab there as well. Controlling the footy nicely. A few looser options here at the moment for Yarra. They're able to just push momentum forward ever so slightly. And they'll be back to the paint of 50, but there's too many brown and gold jumpers there, although the footy just slipped through at the inopportune time there for Bartlett. Butter up here in the middle of the ground, Easton. Strong tackle in the middle, handball over the top. No one again able to take possession. It's a slippery, slidey footy at the moment. Thorogood tried to barge his way through. Umpire says holding the ball. It'll be a free kick, surprisingly. Vogdanos will take the free kick. Oh, just a little bit too much on the kick there. Unfortunately, that time for Yarra. And now, could this work out for Easton? They get through and up towards half forward they go. But again, cut off again. Back into the corridor. Nice mark taken by Martin. Martin's kick was a sidewinder, didn't go to anyone. And good mopping up there that time from Walton, who bangs it up to half forward. And again, another intercept for Yarra Junior. That would be 5 or 6 so far. For them inside just a little over half a quarter. Out the back, Yarra again. Steaming their way up towards half forward. Now the kick goes in. Now it's going to become a foot race here. Genuine one-on-one. Kick off the ground. Doesn't go to anyone in particular. He's got to follow up his own work here. Get a boot to ball. Goalkeeping is superb there by Easton. They save a goal. 3 behinds to 1 behind. Thorogood an option here. Goes in his direction. He'll mark this. Been impressive so far has Ty Thorogood. Was a beautiful kick into the corridor as well. And he finds Johnson. Johnson now down the line. Thorogood's off to the side of this contest here. Now he's going to try and put the afterburners on here, Ty Thorogood. He might not get to it, unfortunately, but he's going to follow the contest. Little kick came off the side of the boot. Didn't go to anyone in particular. It's one thing they've done well so far, Yarra, is they've got plenty of players behind the football, but That time Johnson was behind the football. Lowers the eyes. Mark couldn't be taken. Yarra plays behind the football once again. No one able to take the mark. And I'll tell you what, it's a hot football. I don't think they've really settled either of these two sides yet. Pressure is high. Umpire comes in. He's found a hold going to Yarra. And now they go wide. Now the corridor's been exposed once again. Down towards half forward again, Yarra. That could have been a free for front-on contact end or the mark. Kick to the pocket. 1-on-1. Beautifully done. Just had them a little bit exposed there of sorts. Yarra, they flooded forward quick. And the brown and gold jumpers couldn't get back quick enough. And this is Trevor Nasita having a shot on goal. He is out of Park Orchards. Funnily enough, an Eastern Football Netball League senior club, just not juniors. Nasita's kick is hitting the post. It's another behind to him. Missed a couple early. 4 behinds plays just the 1 behind. Dropping a mark he should have taken there was Freeman, but he recovered well, and that kick was lovely to Blackman. Blackman now, he will like to use the corridor. Comes off hands. Ball high. And now they're just kind of try and stick themselves in the middle of the ground here and cause a stoppage here. They'll take that, Eastern. So it's a ball up, a slow start here.
Man on, man on.
Ruck contest has been pretty even so far as well between these two sides. And again, the intercepts come undone. And here's Nasita by himself on the broadcast side. He plays on. Little tucking ball towards the boundary line. Now, Thorogood will make him work here. He goes to ground, but handballing away was Vanderplight. Did well. Strong tackle. Well done there by Hollow. And that was a great tackle by Hollow on Weikart, and it's a boundary throw-in. Right in front of the broadcast position in the Eastern bench.
Back, body on.
So can they try and break through here, Yarra, and get the first goal of the game? Eastern have held up pretty well so far. Over the boundary line there, that time was Joe Walton. Boundary throw-in. Joe Walton out of the Montrose Footy Club.
Backs, front shoulder, front shoulder.
Boundary throw-in. Hit out of the ruck decisively there that time by Bowden of Eastern. And Yarra again will look to go towards forward 50 with a nice long ball inside forward 50 by Salmon there that time. And the mark has been taken. Very, very slight angle, if anything. Maybe about 20, 25 metres out here by Pearson. He was out of the Brunswick Football Club. So, have to kick a goal here, Yarra, for their hard work. The kick is on the way. That's a lot better, and Yarra strike first blood. And it comes from Eli Pearson. And in the latter part of this first term, they kicked the first goal of the game. 1-4-10 Yarra and Eastern. 1 behind. And that comes with a little over 4 minutes to go here in this first quarter at Warringal Park, as most definitely Knight has settled in here. Great contest out of the ruck here for Eastern. They'll try and drag the ball forward, but the teal and black jumpers of Yarra are there in big numbers. Saman just had the football go over his head, getting a little boot in there that time, being quite clever was Smith. And again, Saman will get the handball receive and launch a little ball up towards half forward. Working beautifully at the back there and taking a lovely mark there was Wheaton. Wheaton now on the right, down the line, 2-on-1. Few flies in from the side from a Yarra perspective, but they still managed to get the ball up towards half forward. Ramsey did just have the footy momentarily, then dropped it, then picked it up again. Then his handball went back into towards the corridor where a nest of brown and gold jumpers are lurking around. Handball over the top, well cut off there that time by the waiting Walton, I think it was, who got the kick up towards half forward. Now, They could be in here. This is a promising bit of play from Easton. Kick went a little bit wide, but they most definitely will take a boundary throw in that right forward pocket. And out it goes. So right forward pocket here for Easton. Kicking to your left of screen here in this first quarter. Hit out of the ruck there that time by Yarra. I'll give that one to the benefit there of Martin, who was in the ruck. Kick out wide, went through a couple of sets of hands. Just about comes away now. Saman once again. That's about his fourth disposal in the last minute and a half. So he's been good, the young man. Kick down the line, and that's a lovely intercept mark there again from Landy. He goes back down the line. And he links up with a teammate here. That was Boncher. Kicks to the pocket. No one able to take the mark. And now around the body goes Linden to the pocket. Mouth of goal here for Easton. Strong tackle there, Yarra. Ball spills out the back, not out of immediate trouble. Then a kick around the body, and it's beautifully done there from Easton. And Joseph Hughes, and he kicks the first goal of the night for Easton. And he comes out of the Mitcham Football Club, the Tigers. And a good goal to start the night there for the Tiger. Out of the Mitcham Footy Club, as I said. 1-1-7. Go the EFNL. Yarra a 1-4-10. What have we got? A little over a minute to go, I think, here in this first quarter. Yeah, to have the restart in the middle of the ground. Rain is luckily abated for the time being here at Warringal Park. I forgot to introduce my cameraman Blake earlier on tonight. He's bringing you all the magnificent pictures here tonight from Warringal Park. If you wonder why his focus is so good, he's got one of the best cameras in the business. Ball up from the restart in the middle of the ground. Interesting cricket pitch as well. If anyone here likes their cricket, runs north-south instead of east-west. Another centre clearance here for Easton as they go towards half forward. Maybe with the last punch of the quarter perhaps. Gets up to half forward. No one able to really take control of the football. And they all pile in over the top of it. Now, some man's out the back here for Yarra Junior. Might have been a handball option. This is Brophy who had the football. Was spun away and still managed to get a kick to it. Hand to it there that time, Hughes, the last goal kicker. Maybe one last opportunity here for Yarra. They'd have to be pretty quick. Vagdanos goes towards half forward. That could have been a hold for half a second. Now, they need to get a mark off the kick here inside forward 50 by Weikart. Goes off hands. Well done there that time by Blackman to put a bit of pressure on from a Yarra perspective, from an Eastern perspective, I should say. Numbers get back. Little kick off the ground. Doesn't go to anyone in particular. This is Weikart. Centering ball. Danger, danger, danger here for Eastern. Oh, the siren's beaten him. Right on the death, the siren beat him. And that would have been a little bit of a talking point there either way for the Eastern crew at quarter time to see their opponents just become a little bit open there and be wide open at the death. They've got away with it. And in the meantime, it's quarter time here at Warringal Park. Yarra Junior 1-4-10, Eastern 1-1-7, and to our sponsors, Swinburne University, Future Magpies Hire Depot, Blue Star Global Logistics, Centaur Institute and Sports Strafe Australia. You're watching the AFL Vic Metro Junior Development Series Night 1 here on a Wednesday night at Warringal Park. We'll take a quarter time break and we'll see you very, very shortly for the second quarter of play. Thanks to Blake to take the mic off.
I've been in the dental industry for 27 years. I've had my own business for around 20 years. Sponsoring and supporting over 60 sporting clubs, from footy to rugby to gyms to schools, all types of contact sports. When an athlete comes up to me like a boxer and wants their logo, a special design, I love making it. They smile on their face when they're wearing the mouth guard in the ring. If it's not a Sports Saver Australia mouth guard, it's not a mouth guard. These are custom made, professionally fitted. You get the best comfort, best design, and most importantly, you protect your teeth.
I'm on my way to turning my ideas into realities.
I'm going to help those who need it.
I'm on my way to building new skylines. With real experience, real skills, and real connections, right now. You're already on your way, if you're on your way to Swinburne. Next Gen, now.
I've been in the dental industry for 27 years. I've had my own business for around 20 years. Sponsoring and supporting over 60 sporting clubs, from footy to rugby to gyms to schools, all types of contact sports. When an athlete comes up to me like a boxer and wants their logo, a special design, I love making it. They smile on their face when they're wearing the mouth guard in the ring. If it's not a Sports Saver Australia mouth guard, it's not a mouth guard. These are custom made, professionally fitted. You get the best comfort, best design, and most importantly, you protect your teeth.
I'm on my way to turning my ideas into realities.
I'm going to help those who need it.
I'm on my way to building new skylines. With real experience, real skills, and real connections, right now. You're already on your way, if you're on your way to Swinburne. Next Gen, now.
Both sides still incredibly energetic at their quarter-time huddles. Easton with the first centre clearance. Long, decisive ball up towards half forward. No mark taken. Gets over the top. Opportunity here. Oh, he's got to get rid of it here. He's hemmed in there. Was Frame. He eventually got rid of it. Over the top there that time to Watt. Open goal beckons, but the handball just came unstuck there that time. The ball comes back inboard here for Yarra. Well, off the squirting handball off the side. Back down the wing it goes. This is Thorogood. You're getting the 1-2 there that time with Linden. It's dragged back towards the middle of the ground though. The handball comes unstuck. Steint Brown. He had to get rid of it quick. Kick wasn't the required 15 metres there that time. And now Arago Yarra up towards half forward. Handball went to open space. Kick on towards goal. Should skid through it. It does. First goal of the night to Ben Weikart. And Yarra skip away to a game high 9-point lead. 2-4-16 to 1-1-7. Very, very early stages here of this second quarter. Thanks to our sponsor, Swinburne University, Future Magpies, Hire Depot, Blue Star Global Logistics, Centaur Institute and Sports Safe Australia. It's a very handy start to the quarter. Ball back in the middle of the ground now. So it should be a centre clearance here for Yarra, and it will be. Up towards half forward they go again. This is Weikart again. Bright start to the second term for him. His kick to the mouth of goal isn't the worst. But the brown and gold jumpers of Easton get back. Now the centering ball is on. And look at the good arriving ball. Gee, multiple sets of hands on it, but just stealing it away there that time was Tommy Linden. We get a stoppage deep inside. Forward 50 again for Yarra. Well done ahead of the ruck there, just barging his way through. And then sticking a handball over the top. Didn't go to anyone in particular, though. Then buttering up and going in hard there was El Sheikh. We got a whistle and holding the ball. So, Easton at half-back, now out wide. Wants the intended target there of Hughes, who kicked the first goal of the game. He goes to ground and the ball goes over the line. So boundary throw in. Just forward to centre up towards the half-forward line there for Yarra, kicking to the left of screen here in this second quarter. Ball back into play, gets out the back. Strong tackle laid immediately. Tommy Linden said his name a few times today. He comes out of the North Ringwood Footy Club. Hit out of the ruck there that time by Martin of Yarra. Plenty of brown and gold jumpers there to lurk around the football. Linden again, back into the corridor. Wasn't the required 15, so they still got to play on and go to their strengths and try and use the switch perhaps out wide. Players falling to their feet everywhere here, going in hard there that time again. Weikart for Yarra. Oh, well done, burst his way through, shrugged off a tackle. Kick up towards half forward, 2-on-2 here. Hands to it there that time, Hughes couldn't mark. And there they pack in on top of one another. And now it gets out the back. Now we've got a little interesting foot race. Football was kept out in front of themselves originally. Now it's a one-on-one. Forward of the ball, top of the square, deep in the pocket. Just past the outstretched hands there of Charlie Frame. And through for a behind. A chance for Easton to lock in the footy now.
Defenders up, up.
2-4 to 1-2. Still early enough stages here of this second term. A little bit of indecision here from Yarra on the kick-in. They do eventually go to the far side, just short of the social club here at Heidelberg. Ball still deep in the pocket. Easton with a chance. Should be a boundary line throw in here, and they most definitely will take that. Good result there for Easton, deep in their forward pocket. In front of the people here, who are nicely located up on the hill here. Sort of looks like a bungalow here at Heidelberg. Shallow throw in once again. Did the Easton ruck no favour. Scanlon was the first one to get it. And there they go deep. There's numbers back behind the football here for Easton, but somehow falls between three. Weikart takes the mark. Goes wide. Through the waiting hands. No one able to take the mark. Now they really start to hem them in on the pressure there, Easton. Goes over and out. Throw in. Neutral territory. Out of side. Oh, that's an interesting little ball there. Yarra try to barge their way through now. Whistle on the play, holding the ball. So Easton now with an opportunity. Plenty of leads being presented, but are they going to honour them? Another intercept mark here. I reckon that could be about 8 or 9 for the game early on here for Yarra in terms of intercept marks. Back into the corridor. That's always a brave kick, but it pays off. Now, there could be a little bit of overlap run here for Weikart. He'll lower the eyes and go over the top. Not too many past him here. Hands to it there, nearly there. El Sheikh couldn't get the football. And away they go again inside forward 50. Yarra to the mouth of goal. It's going to dribble and run and go across the face. Not happy with himself was Hudson Ramsey. And it's through for a behind off his boot. A few opportunities gone, begging for Yarra. They move to 2-5 to 1-2. We've gone around 6.5 minutes here in this second quarter. Ball out wide once again, gets past the defensive 50 there for Easton, but Yarra get back in numbers, goes over and out of bounds. Last disposal, the lasso being utilised. Most definitely Easton's footy, I would have thought. A little bit of confusion over here on the far side. And I agree with the coaching staff of Easton up here, to be completely honest. That was definitely their ball. Came off Yarra last. That one's out of bounds this time. Now they get the footy. Was a nice kick into the middle of the ground. No mark to be taken, though. Now the corridor opens up a little bit, but they just can't quite get past them here. And a ball up right in the middle of the ground. Even numbers around this ball here. The leaping ability so far of Yarra's ruck there that time, and Parker has been good. And here go Easton. Oh, he started well this game as young Oglethorpe. Thorogood, sorry. Unfortunately got undone there. So did his teammates, and this is Brophy with the football. A little bit shy of our broadcast position. He goes on the right boot down the line, 2-on-1 that favours Easton. Did very well there. Now again the corridor opens up. That kick's going to be weighted perfectly. Now look at the run they've got a little bit here. Not an awful lot of strong leads. Kick inside forward 50 and getting back in time, but dropping the mark at a very inopportune time there was Ferratino. Kick not very good either. Opting to put a little bit of body pressure on there that time was Fitzpatrick. Now the teal and black jumpers really arrive and just about outdo the Hawks colours.
One out the back, one out the back.
Ball up from the restart, gets out the back. Behind the footy, another intercept mark. So Hollow takes the mark, trying to even up the numbers in terms of intercept marking. Ball just a little bit too hot there that time, but still might work out okay for Easton. Ball will go to the mouth of goal. Will it have the carry? No, it won't. Rushed through.
Just go.
1-3 plays 2-4 here, Warringal Park. Or 2-5, I should say. Very low pass there, works out okay, and now they'll try and get him on the run. Up towards neutral territory. Well done by Easton. Kick to half forward. 2-on-1 though. How's he going to step him here? Oh, it's a clever pass. Oh, nearly. Nearly a slips catch there that time for a frame, but now you have to butter up and put a bit of pressure on. The kick comes out. Good work in front there that time by Boncher. Keeps the footy in front of himself. He'll get the ball back here. Boncher gets around one. Will kick towards the top of the square. It's a pretty good kick. Flies from the side. No mark taken. And the first man down there was Martin of Yarra, and he boots it back towards the middle of the ground. Not a lot of conversation and talk there from the Eastern lads. They spoil one another, and it's a stoppage. Smack bang in the middle of the ground. So very bright pieces of play there for Easton. And here's another opportunity for them. They do deserve a goal for their efforts. They've been pretty good so far this quarter. That should have been a free kick, maybe for a tunnel. Yeah, and the young umpire about 85 metres away has spotted that. That's the correct call. Free kick to Easton. Very chippy ball. Just sat up. Worked out well. And they deserve this shot on goal here to Easton for their hard work into this stages of this quarter. And this will bring it back to 2 points if the kick is true.
Let's continue to run and carry. Let's continue to challenge them to defend us.
So the set shot's about 40 metres out. Sort of just poked at it, got it to the mouth of goal. It's touched off hands again. So Joseph Hughes across the face. From the behind, still that up here. 2-5 to 1-4. Mid-stages, second quarter here.
One of the back, one of the back.
Out go YJFL out of defence. What a beautiful mark. Pulled it down nicely. Kick inboard. And on the 2 attempts there, Bartlett takes a mark. And Bartlett will go back and have a shot on goal. Another one out of the North Ringwood Football Club here. Fraser Bartlett. So, Bartlett now from the same position a moment ago. Hasn't got it. It'll get to the top of the square. Pulled down at the mouth of goal. All is fair in the end. It should be back to a 1-point ball game here, barring an absolute disaster in front of goal. And it's back to a 1-point ball game. Good work, Easton. Hard work pays off. 2-4-16, plays 2-5-17 here, heading towards the back half of this quarter here at Warringal Park. Definitely the scoring end of the ground, you feel. And that's the first goal of the game to Charlie Frame.
Make sure you get one more backline rotation this quarter.
Ball just scooting back into the middle of the ground now. So can they jag the next one, Easton, and hit the front, or can Yarra reply? It looks like Easton will get the centre clearance. Little handball, didn't go to anyone in particular, but the numbers arrived. The first one there that time was Watt. He did give it back, and now cutting it off there that time for Yarra was Ferrantino. He gets it up towards the edge of the centre square. A little handball over the top. Nice little step there that time by Weikart. He'll go back inside the forward 50 here for Yarra. We actually wanted Weikart there that time as the intended target, and he'll take his opponent over and out for a boundary throwing. So, getting towards the back end of this second term. Clever little tap forward. Clears the congestion. That's Weikart from the boundary. Gets to the mouth of goal. No one able to take the football here that time. Numbers arrive here for Yarra. And that is well done. Well killed. Good defensive work there that time. Just a little volleyball spike over the line in the end, you could say. And it's 2-6 to 2-4. It's a low-scoring scrap at the moment, but hey, it's what we like. We'd rather have it like this than a blowout. That's one thing for sure. Easton to the far side. They'll control the football and get it out of a little bit of trouble, gain a little bit of territory and push it up towards half forward. Now there's 4 Brandon Gold jumpers here. They might have them on the overlap. There's one leading back here towards the football. The bounce is kind. Then the little scoop forward wasn't so kind. Still numbers free back behind the football. Numbers leading in the square. Where's that kick gone? It's just about gone into the lake and hit someone's roof. Out of bounds on the full.
Backs up, backs up.
Someone's won the bingo of the night with a dent on top of their car.
Backs up.
So Yarra out of defence in front of the Social Club side of the ground here at Warringal Park. Long ball. It'll just about clear their defensive 50, but Easton have set up rather well with a few numbers behind the ball, but they leak a couple of metres here, but it'll push hard towards the boundary line and go out touched. So it will be a throw-in the end. So boundary throw-in. Just forward of centre square here for Easton. They share the main bit of the territory here. Great smother off the boot. Ricochets back in towards the corridor. Tackling pressure is elite, and it'll be holding the ball, saying the umpire. So, although they are still behind by a couple of points on the scoreboard, they've definitely won the quarter, in my opinion, in terms of their pressure and out-all attack on the football. First one back there that time was Scanlon for Yarra. Gave a clearing handball, and away they go again. Another little line breaker sorts, and then a little kick out wide. And on the second mark there, or the second attempt there, the mark has been taken by Robson, who plays on, kicks out wide. Now it'll trek towards the boundary line. They do well to keep it in, or else that would have been a lasso. Tackling pressure was great, and the umpire says you didn't get rid of it properly, holding the ball once again. So they survive another forward push to Easton, and down the line they go again. There's numbers in the middle of the ground here for them. If they want to use them, they do. Look at, there's a bit of run now. Got to move it a bit quicker though. Pump it inside, forward 50. Players in from the side. No mark taken. The intended one there was O'Rourke. He put the body on the line. Ball comes free of the contest. Opportunity there that time. Weikart, he followed the football. Got a whistle on play. It's a throw. And it's a free kick this time to Mackenzie. Mackenzie plays on, goes out wide, off hands. Handball back in towards the corridor here for Yarra. Saman, the one involved as well, gave the handball off. They're up towards half forward. Well done, Easton. Good reading of the football there, surviving a forward thrusting in from Yarra. And they might get away with it. Oh, no, still 3 minutes to go. Plenty of time. I thought that was nearly the end of the quarter. Don't mind me. So Easton again with another forward thrust. That's a high ball. Not really a direct one. Little push in the back there, I would have thought. Umpire doesn't see it that way either. Dribbles its way towards the boundary as well. Players arrive for both sides. And this one should be held up, and it will be. So they've dominated forward 50 entry here this quarter. Easton, only for 1-3 so far. Ball out of the contest here. Comes forward. Be coming back, you feel, although outstretched hand wasn't good enough there, unfortunately. And here go Easton once again. Little handball back into the corridor. Ramsey came through. Good little spinning pirouette there that time by that cheeky Vogdanos there that time, who's had a few interesting disposals tonight and been good at the same time. Now Yarra try to burst their way forward. It runs its way towards the boundary line. The first one there was Cooper. Kept it in front of himself. Handball over the top. Didn't go to anyone in particular. Off hands up near the boundary line. And the umpire says it's touched, is it? Indeed. Boundary throw in a little under 2 minutes ago here in this second quarter, apologies. Boundary throw in. Well, that throw in just did all the favours there that time for the waiting fist of Martin. He sunk the fist into it all right, got it a little bit forward. And now away go Easton, dodging and weaving. Now back into the corridor. Oh, kick's not good. Although dropping the mark he probably should have taken there that time was Pearson. But they mop up, go up towards half forward again. Saman dropped the mark he probably should have taken there, the young man. And then butters up with a strong tackle. And it will be a ball up right on the paint of the 50. Yarra kicking to that left end of your screen here in this second term. They've added 1-2 to their quarter. Easton winning by a point. They've added 1-3, but still behind on the scoreboard. Now, that's got to be touched before it goes over the line, or else that would have been a lasso. Now, that is out on the full. And the umpire agrees. Out on the full. Lasso touch, however you want to see it. The right call was made in the end to Easton, who go back in board, and that's a lovely cut-off mark there, that time to Ethan Vogdanos. Sorry, not Ethan Vogdanos, to Max Fraser. The 4 and the 8s of the jumper all looking the same. He finds Barker. Vogdanos and Barker were running alongside him to try and maintain possession of the football. Maybe one last roll of the dice here for Yarra in this quarter. Or maybe it's Easton. Ball up towards half forward. They could be in here. There isn't a free man though. The ball will go to the pocket. The first one running back is Hughes. Hughes has an open goal. Hughes misses. He's been lively, Hughes. 1-2 on the night for him. And that is the siren to end the first half. And Easton are 2-5-17. They are 1 point behind Yarra, who just were a little bit quieter in that quarter. They're 2-6-18. And the goal kickers were both sides. One to Pearson and Weikart for Yarra. And for Easton, one each to Frame and Hughes. So half-time here at Warringal Park, thanks to our sponsor Swinburne University, Future Magpies, Hire Depot, Blue Star Global Logistics, Centaur Institute and Sports, Safe Australia. You're watching the AFL Vic Metro Junior Development Series. It's round 1 of 3. Yes, there are a couple of more occasions where these players will play their footy over the next couple of days and ending on King's birthday. It is the YJFL leading by point. It's 2-6 to 2-5 at half time. We'll see you in a little over 10 minutes for the second half.
I've been in the dental industry for 27 years. I've had my own business for around 20 years, sponsoring and supporting over 60 sporting clubs, from footy to rugby to gyms to schools, all types of contact sports. When an athlete comes up to me like a boxer and wants their logo or a special design, I love making it. Their smile on their face when they're wearing the mouthguard in the ring. If it's not a Sportsaver Australia mouthguard, it's not a mouthguard. These are custom made, professionally fitted. You get the best comfort, best design, and most importantly, you'll protect your teeth.
I'm on my way to turning my ideas into realities.
I'm going to help those who need it.
I'm on my way to building new skylines. With real experience, real skills, and real connections. Right now. You're already on your way. If you're on your way to Swinburne. Next Gen, now.
I've been in the dental industry for 27 years. I've had my own business for around 20 years, sponsoring and supporting over 60 sporting clubs, from footy to rugby to gyms to schools, all types of contact sports. When an athlete comes up to me like a boxer and wants their logo or a special design, I love making it. Their smile on their face when they're wearing the mouthguard in the ring. If it's not a Sportsaver Australia mouthguard, it's not a mouthguard. These are custom made, professionally fitted. You'll get the best comfort, best design, and most importantly, you'll protect your teeth.
I'm on my way to turning my ideas into realities.
I'm going to help those who need it.
I'm on my way to building new skylines. With real experience, real skills, and real connections. Right now. You're already on your way. If you're on your way to Swinburne. Next Gen, now.
I've been in the dental industry for 27 years. I've had my own business for around 20 years, sponsoring and supporting over 60 sporting clubs, from footy to rugby to gyms to schools, all types of contact sports. When an athlete comes up to me like a boxer and wants their logo or a special design, I love making it. Their smile on their face when they're wearing the mouthguard in the ring. If it's not a Sportsaver Australia mouthguard, it's not a mouthguard. These are custom made, professionally fitted. You'll get the best comfort, best design, and most importantly, you'll protect your teeth.
I'm on my way to turning my ideas into realities.
I'm going to help those who need it.
I'm on my way to building new skylines. With real experience, real skills, and real connections. Right now. You're already on your way. If you're on your way to Swinburne. Next Gen, now.
I've been in the dental industry for 27 years. I've had my own business for around 20 years, sponsoring and supporting over 60 sporting clubs, from footy to rugby to gyms to schools, all types of contact sports. When an athlete comes up to me like a boxer and wants their logo, a special design, I love making it. They smile on their face when they're wearing the mouth guard in the ring. If it's not a Sportsaver Australia mouth guard, it's not a mouth guard. These are custom made, professionally fitted. You'll get the best comfort, best design, and most importantly, you'll protect your teeth.
I'm on my way to turning my ideas into realities.
I'm going to help those who need it.
I'm on my way to building new skylines. With real experience, real skills, and real connections. Right now. You're already on your way. If you're on your way to Swinburne. Next Gen, now.
I've been in the dental industry for 27 years. I've had my own business for around 20 years, sponsoring and supporting over 60 sporting clubs, from footy to rugby to gyms to schools, all types of contact sports. When an athlete comes up to me like a boxer and wants their logo, a special design, I love making it. They smile on their face when they're wearing the mouth guard in the ring. If it's not a Sportsaver Australia mouth guard, it's not a mouth guard. These are custom made, professionally fitted. You'll get the best comfort, best design, and most importantly, you'll protect your teeth.
I'm on my way to turning my ideas into realities.
I'm going to help those who need it.
I'm on my way to building new skylines. With real experience, real skills, and real connections. Right now. You're already on your way. If you're on your way to Swinburne. Next Gen, now.
I've been in the dental industry for 27 years. I've had my own business for around 20 years, sponsoring and supporting over 60 sporting clubs, from footy to rugby to gyms to schools, all types of contact sports. When an athlete comes up to me like a boxer and wants their logo, a special design, I love making it. They smile on their face when they're wearing the mouth guard in the ring. If it's not a Sportsaver Australia mouth guard, it's not a mouth guard. These are custom made, professionally fitted. You'll get the best comfort, best design, and most importantly, you'll protect your teeth.
I'm on my way to turning my ideas into realities.
I'm going to help those who need it.
I'm on my way to building new skylines. With real experience, real skills, and real connections. Right now. You're already on your way. If you're on your way to Swinburne. Next Gen, now.
I've been in the dental industry for 27 years. I've had my own business for around 20 years, sponsoring and supporting over 60 sporting clubs, from footy to rugby to gyms to schools, all types of contact sports. When an athlete comes up to me like a boxer and wants their logo, a special design, I love making it. They smile on their face when they're wearing the mouth guard in the ring.
I'll report that back to a couple. Well, welcome back everybody to Warringal Park. The second half about to get underway here, or has started. And a point behind Easton as we've started this third quarter, and Yarra go inside forward 50 immediately. And this is where the scoring's been done predominantly so far this evening. And plenty of those brown and gold jumpers around the football, although numbers are rife for Easton. That's Weikart down there, who showed a little bit of promise in the first half. He just maybe did a little bit too much there and was able to get away with it. And now Easton hemmed up against the boundary in big numbers, a big crowd of people over there as well. Still keep it in. Now it goes out. So a 1 point ball game here to start this second half. Both under 15 Division 1 boys teams out on the ground at half time, getting a feel for the conditions, having a kick. Barker got it out of the ruck, but he didn't get it down to anyone in particular. 2-on-1 tackle there from Easton, but it squirts away to the favour of Yarra. Ball goes to the top of the square. Doing very well here, Easton. They butter up and get some numbers around the ball. This is El Sheikh around the football, got numbers to the football, but he was done for holding the ball. And it's a free kick to Easton, so they've held up quite well, all being said and well. And Smith has it now, goes for a run. Little left foot kick back into the corridor is very, very nice. Now they look to link up with a little bit of run there. Thorogood, who's been good so far with a couple of disposals in that chain. Now they look to use the far side, and away go Easton. Up they go, back into the corridor. Kick left a little bit to be desired, and now numbers back for Yarra. Comes undone again. Ball back into the middle, and there this could work. Again up to half forward, but again numbers back for Easton. This is Blackman with the footy. He handballs off straight away. A little bit of a danger around the handball. Kick down the line, a bit dangerous as well, but they got numbers behind the ball. Opportunity there that time for Easton to keep it in, and they do. They can maybe get it up towards half forward here. Little kick does go in that direction. Doesn't go to anyone in particular, but it falls out the back. And now they get a kick towards the top of the square. 2-on-1 down there, and back with the flight of the ball. And taking a very nice mark here is Seamus O'Rourke. And he'll go back and have a look on goal here. And he's out of the Norwood Footy Club. Footy factory for junior footballers out there at Norwood, that's for sure. And our cameraman has got the camera position right behind this kick here. And thank God he's got a monitor as well on top of it, so I can watch the kick as well. He's a right footer. I don't think he's got all of that, by the way, unfortunately. It got to the line, and he's touched it through for a behind. Now scores a level. For the first time since the start of the game. It's 2-6-18 apiece, gone a couple of minutes here in this third quarter. Far side go Yarra. They've been a little bit quieter after quarter time for my mind. Definitely think that Easton have been the better side since the first quarter. And unfortunately for them, they just haven't been able to get pressure on the scoreboard and put them in front. Saman now with a kick up towards half forward. Just clean bowls a couple of Easton players down there, and now they have to work hard to try and manufacture a bit of movement out of their defence. Oh, they do well as getting first use of the football there. That time was Rogers, but it's come unstuck. And at half forward, Yarra go back inside forward 50. Long ball off the hands. No one crumbing around the contest. The first one there was Furl, and he couldn't get the football. Umpires is holding the ball. And that...
Easton, get past for the hands now.
And that could have been 25, 50 metre penalty, but the worst thing about it is that it went behind the fence, behind the goals. The most unfortunate thing for Easton is it'll allow Yarra to set up. Galloping on a lead there that time and being ignored there was O'Rourke. Now they run past one another and O'Rourke will be used.
Get past, get past!
O'Rourke down the line in front of our broadcast position. Oh, hasn't this young man been good? Couldn't stick the mark there. Unfortunately, could forward. There was 3 players there for Yarra, and that's a little nudge in the back. Umpire doesn't see it the same way. Nearly a mark either way taken by Bogdanos there of Yarra, and the umpire comes charging in. Ball up. In the right forward pocket for Yarra down their end of the ground. Hit out of the ruck there that time by Ramsey. Goes towards the mouth of goal. Easton will look to switch. They got dangerously close to the mouth of goal there, but Lendy got the ball away. And it goes over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. So in front of the people there on the far side. Boundary throw-in. Ramsey out of the ruck, didn't get it down to anyone in particular. Those teal and black jumpers fly in, but look at all the brown and gold ones for Easton, and they just have the players in the right spot at the right time, and the switch to the outer side could be on. Now the kick has been set up beautifully here this time for Rogers. Rogers plays on the young lad, tucked the footy under the arm and went down the line for a man who's been good as well tonight also in Bartlett, but he couldn't stick the mark, and it's gone over and out of bounds, just shy of the scoreboard, which still reads 2-6-18 each of 2 as we slowly edge closer towards the halfway mark of this third term.
Front shoulder, front shoulder.
After quarter time, it's been 1-5 to 1-4, so Easton just narrowly leading after the first change so far. Barging his way through there that time was Thorogood. He couldn't get possession of the football. Slowly gets to his feet, the young lad. In the meantime, Yarra up towards half forward. Off hands. Got a disposal in there. Rogers said his name a couple of times this quarter. The umpire comes charging over for a ball up at 45 metres out from the Yarra goal, kicking to the right of your screen here at Warringal Park. Good hit out of the ruck there that time. I'll give it to the advantage of that was Martin of Yarra. Bogdanos gave a handball, and now Easton clear. The kick doesn't go to anyone in particular, so a couple of players have to come out and meet it. They give up a few metres to try and gain possession of the football. Yarra get back in kind, and the kick squirts off and comes off and has been marked there that time by Pearson, who wanted to go inboard and wanted Ramsey. Ramsey couldn't mark, and now Easton try and get the numbers around the football. Ramsey follows up with a nice tackle, and it's a ball up. So the pressure and the intensity of the game still at the right level for an interleague contest, as you would imagine. They try and clear the congestion. It's a congested game so far. Has been really since the second quarter got underway. As I might mention a moment or two ago, I still think Easton have been the better of the two sides after quarter time. Clearing ball again there that time. Landy got it out to the far side, and the juggling mark has been taken here.
Backs, go!
Hollow plays on, gave the handball off. Then a bullet pass out a little bit wider. Now they try and get him on a little bit of run, but the handball got unstuck. And now Yarra have numbers around the football. Sweeping kick up towards half forward. Couple of sets of hands, get to the football. Handball over the top there that time by Frame. Back in defence there that time. They mop up quite nicely. And Easton up towards half forward. It's a nice ball as well, and that is a beautifully juggled mark. And they play on up towards half forward. Low bullet pass, come unstuck once again. Intercept marks are plenty for both teams tonight. Now towards the broadcast side, they're held up. Doubling back and then going away is Cooper. Kicks into the middle. There's Thorogood again. Hasn't he been good, the young man? Kick towards half forward. Past a couple of outstretched hands. Little soccer kick. Try to keep the ball in front of himself, and then a strong tackle. That was pretty well done there that time by Hughes. Somehow got rid of the football as well. And now teal and black jumpers arrive in kind, and the brown and gold to help out as well. At the bottom of the pack there for Easton there, that time was Johnson. Gets out the back. Here's Thorogood again. His kick to the pocket is absolutely delightful. And the mark has been taken unopposed by Fraser Bartlett. And Bartlett will have another look at goal.
We're winning stoppages. We're getting on top confident. Let's back our mids in to do their work. Nothing clear on, just hold it in.
So,
Punch it in your stomach.
Bartlett, this would be for Easton to hit the front for the first time tonight. He's a right footer, little arc out to the right as well. He's given it a good ride, but he's kicked it across the face to the right. Don't mean to make any puns there on that one. That's the first time they've hit the front tonight. They would have loved a goal. It's 2-7 to 2-6. Easton have the lead here at Warringal on a cold Wednesday night. And I'm still somehow in a T-shirt because I was boiling hot before moving all this electrical equipment up to where we are. Ball gets out the back. Opportunity for Yarra. No one really inside their forward 50. Easton have a bit of a wall set up there, and they do well. And they're liking this far side of the ground at the moment, especially with kicks that come off like that. Handball's good as well. Ooh, it's a little interesting ball. Didn't go to anyone in particular. Left a little bit of trouble to be made from it, but they're back inside forward 50 again. Kick to the pocket, passed, outstretched hands. They wouldn't mind a stoppage or a goal off the ground here. Just got to turn it around here, Easton. Well done. Snap around the body, and they extend their margin out to 7. And that is very, very good work. They go to 3-7-25 now, Easton. And Yarra are 2-6-18, approaching the halfway mark of this third quarter. So Luca Aiken kicks his first goal of the game, the 54. Hard work paying off for the young lad. He did well to keep the footy in front of himself and was able to snap the ball around the body. And he joins the goal-kicking party. So back in the middle of the ground. Easton with a 7-point lead, their biggest lead of the game. And they've worked incredibly well for it and incredibly hard. Now, Yarra need to respond. Now, that could have been holding the ball in the middle of the ground. Not sure that was legal disposal. Saban in hard. He's getting tackled, and it's a ball up. One of those tacklers there was McCann.
Setting up structurally. If we come out in that 9 till 12, we'll really challenge them to defend us. So that front left tap.
So still in the middle of the ground. Good leap from the back there that time by Martin. Couldn't get the ball clear. And again, the umpire comes in. Tick up.
In front shoulder.
Little under 8 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Martin again with a great leap, got the hit out down. He's won the hit outs and ruck battle quite nicely. Now this is where Yarra can reply. 3-on-3, ball gets out the back. Couple of Eastern players go to their ground. And that is beautifully done there by the defence of Eastern. And that young lad in particular, Freeman, who forced the boundary throw in.
Man on man, body on.
So this is where they got to see if they can manufacture something here. Yarra, plenty of people here wanting them to hit the front and people watching on at home or wherever they may be. Hit out of the ruck there that time. They've had a rotation. Carney got it down. This is Weikart. He was dispossessed. Carney again. Nice little spinning pirouette there that time by Linden. Linden got a little one away. Linden down the line. How's it gone? 1-on-1. Fisted away. Boundary throw in. So, dead set neutral territory in front of the scoreboard here. 7-point lead to Easton. Would be a pretty good trip back down the M3 tonight if they were to get the job done. Boundary throw in.
Front shoulder backs, front shoulder.
Front position there that time, Mason. Johnson. Handballs over the top. Nutmegged his teammate Linden there that time, but he's been good, so we'll let him off with that. Hollow with a kick up towards half forward. It bounces and runs away from a few sets of hands. A little intelligent fist forward. Didn't go to anyone in particular, but there mopping up the mess there that time was Bowden. Gets a kick towards the pocket. Goes out in front of his teammate and Frame, who gets back. He's nudged off the football, but does all right to get some teammates to help him out. Then a little one off the deck. This is waiting for the football here this time, Patworth. Patworth was more or less dispossessed. They still keep it in, and now surely it goes out. I think it has. Good work there by Tyler McKenzie as well. Although it is a ball up on the paint of 50 there, just in front of the cricket nets there, where my cameraman Blake has it beautifully focused on for you all to see at home. Good hit out of ruck there that time for Yarra. That was done by Steint Brown. Plenty of brown and gold jumpers behind the football. Left foot kick inside forward 50 is pretty good. Where are the crummers? There was a crummer there, just couldn't go out with the football. Handball left a little bit to be desired, and then taken at a strong tackle to ground there was Sam Watt. And it's a ball up in the mouth of goal. Just about 30 metres out for Eastern, kicking to that left of your screen here in this third term. They've got the lead, we've got a whistle on play, and it's going to Eastern. And it's a free kick more or less directly in front for Tyler McKenzie. The young lad from Vermont. So McKenzie more or less directly in front. Kicker's on the way. I think he got the carry in the end, but just off to the left. Behind to McKenzie, and the margin extends out to 8. For Eastern, it's 3-8 to 2-6. They go backwards to go forwards here, Yarra. It was a dangerous kick. Now they might have a bit of chance to go wide now. It could skid and run its way towards the boundary. Oh, that's beautiful tackling pressure and rewarded. Not rewarded. Might have just got him a little bit too high, unfortunately, there. Did Joseph Hughes. Ball driggled its way towards the boundary line. Even numbers around this contest. That young lad who's been very good again, Thorogood, just bumped off the football. Little one forward here for Yarra, goes to no one in particular. Wheeling around on the left, getting one down the line was Hollow. One-on-one here, through the hands. Yarra have numbers out the back. Fist forward was the right idea, but it goes to no one. Now Yarra have the chance, but back in the hole, and reading it beautifully was Riverlandy. He kicks into the middle of the ground. Have a look at the paddock that just opens up here for Eastern. One bounce taken in the wet. That's advantageous always. The kick to a bit of a open man was okay, but how are they going to handle this? Handball was beautiful. Kick not so much, and it will skid away for a boundary throw-in. The idea was right from Linden. He wanted to get it to O'Rourke, but it goes over for a throw-in. By gee, if this was a Fox Footy broadcast, the pressure rating would be through the roof, I reckon, for Eastern at the moment. Yarra just have to find here in this latter stages of this third term. They've had a lead go away, and they're now trailing by 8. They need to get out of their defence. They've struggled, really. They definitely need the next goal. So just look to the left. I think it's a couple of minutes left here in this last quarter. We've got a free kick, high tackle here to Eastern. Kick back into the corridor. Comes off hands. Yarra need to clear, but look at all these brown and gold jumpers. They've really lifted here. Slippery football was the only issue there that time for McCann, I think it was. Good tackle there by Steint Brown, but it's stolen away by Eastern with a snapping ball on towards goal, but it's missed the whole lot. It's gone out of bounds on the full. So we're more or less lucky to be surrounded by the Eastern coaching staff. They're pretty happy at the moment, I think, with how they've gone about things in this third term. But Yarra need to reply. They do have a chance here. The ball's on the far side. They're playing like a little bit of beach volleyball at the moment. It's a lot of spiking forward. Eastern snatch it away. Get it up to half forward. It was nearly a mark. It's through some hands. And then a strong follow-up tackle. No reward, though, for Yarra. Stylant Brown once again. Kick down the line. Might be coming back, though, and it will be. With a little bit of interest on it, perhaps. Kick long inside forward 50. It's in the pocket. And the mark has been pulled down again. Waiting to the pocket. Well, on towards goal, I should say. It kicked out of mid-air for another one for Eastern. So Wheaton had the kick inside forward 50 and waiting for the crumbs at the mouth of goal. If he'll just turn himself around would be absolutely magnificent, but he's got those flashy orange boots on. He's given a cuddle away. Got our cameraman Blake just
Keep challenging.
focusing on it. No, we can't see through jumpers, but we can see him up at half forward. We'll just focus on him at the moment so we ensure that he gets the love he deserves for kicking a goal. So the margin is out to 14 now for Eastern. And from the restart, Yarra looked to get a centre clearance, but it might come unstuck. So under a minute to go here in this third term. Yarra looking to reply. That's a nice mark. They need a mark off this kick to ensure it's the last kick of the quarter. It's through hands. Good stoppage there from Eastern. It's just fisted forward. Bit of a volleyball spike. There's our man that kicked the last goal. Is he infringed? And it's going to be right on the bell. So this would be a very handy kick if it was to go through for Yarra. It's a long way out. You're going to have to kick from the paint of 50. He hasn't got it. It'll fall short. And they come out and meet it. And it was Ryland Hollow who kicked that last goal for Eastern. And at three-quarter time, by G, they got a good lead now. They're 4-8-32. They did all the scoring in that quarter. And you can hear just in the background, they're all very pumped up. And well, Yarra went scoreless in that quarter. They're still 2-6-18. They had six inside 50s in the first 8 minutes of that quarter, Yarra, and then they only got one, which was right at the deft there, which resulted in a free kick after the bell. Three-quarter time here in the AFL Vic Metro Junior Development Series, a night one, round one. And Eastern have doubled the score more or less now of Yarra. They lead by 14 points. It's 2-6 to 4-8. And for all of our lovely sponsors who you'll see with a little bit of advertising love at the three-quarter time break, you're watching it once again. All here on the screens of Game Face and brought to you by on the YJFL YouTube page. Thank you.
I've been in the dental industry for 27 years. I've had my own business for around 20 years. Sponsoring and supporting over 60 sporting clubs, from footy to rugby to gyms to schools, all types of contact sports. When an athlete comes up to me like a boxer and wants their logo, a special design, I love making it. They smile on their face when they're wearing the mouth guard in the ring. If it's not a Sports Saver Australia mouth guard, it's not a mouth guard. These are custom made, professionally fitted. You get the best comfort, best design, and most importantly, you'll protect your teeth.
I'm on my way to turning my ideas into realities.
I'm going to help those who need it.
I'm on my way to building new skylines. With real experience, real skills, and real connections. Right now. You're already on your way. If you're on your way to Swinburne. Next Gen, now.
I've been in the dental industry for 27 years. I've had my own business for around 20 years, sponsoring and supporting.
In a development series about to be run and won, and it is the EFNL that have really started to gallop away with the lead here. They're up by 16 points as we turn for home, and if they could jag the first one, well, by gee, they'll be a very happy lot. But can Yarra have anything to say about that? They get the first centre clearance. They're kicking to your left of your screen here in this last quarter. Mark has been taken here by Furlan. He kicks back towards the corridor on the forward 50, but no mark could be taken. In fact, it was cut off by Easton, who have plenty of numbers there to help one another out, and they look to gallop away. Ball up towards half forward. It's a genuine 2-on-2. There is a number out the back here for Yarra. They can't control it. Player goes to ground there. He's come off second best, unfortunately. Still hasn't got up and is a bit slow to get to his feet. In the meantime, Yarra up towards half forward. He's got back to his feet, which is good to see. Joseph Hughes. Free kick to Yarra. Up towards half forward. Comes off hands. And they really need to lock it in here, Yarra, but they've just let it just fall away. And away go Easton. Far side, off hands. Yarra up towards half forward once again. Need to get some numbers behind the ball here for them, because Easton were just allowed to run through, and unfortunately for them,
Defenders up!
it's come unstuck for them. Well done by Yarra. Now away they go, far side. Through the hands, very wet footy. Back towards half forward for Easton. It's fisted to ground. Numbers both hard in and around the contest here, and it's kicked around the body, no mark taken. It's just a kick and hope there from Yarra. Might come off though for them. Now up to half forward. Two hands to it. Yep, that's a nice mark. Now this is Ramsey. Ramsey up towards goal. He's given it a good ride. There was a whistle on play. And this is going to be an automatic goal to Yarra. Directly in front. And shouldn't miss this unless an absolute Nostradamus events happen here from Nasida. And he just pokes it through. And, well, that just opens the door. And that gets Yarra back within 8. 3-6-24 to 4-8-32. Great overview of the the Eastern crew down here, making sure they're taking in all the scenes of the live stream and looking at the free kick as well. Good to see the live stream being used tonight. Hopefully you're enjoying the coverage of it all. So Eastern had a chance inside forward 50. Yarra clear, but Eastern looked to forward push once again. That's a great crunching tackle there on the waiting Robson. Umpire's letting them go and eventually calls for the football on the pain of 50. Through the first couple of minutes of this last quarter. Clear ruck work. Weikart nearly sold himself into a little bit of trouble. Little fist forward, tapping it forward was Nasita. He's followed it all the way up. That handball was a little bit advantageous. Went to no one in particular. Waiting for it there that time was Saman, but they get out the back here, Yarra, and push it out towards their half-forward line on the far side of the ground. The only problem is there's no one behind the football here for them, so they need to use a little bit of run. The kick was a bullet. No one able to mark. They get out the back of this contest here. They're in again here, Yarra. Ball's going to dribble on towards goal and go across the face. Gee, heart in the mouth stuff at the moment. They're starting to put a little bit of pressure back on towards the game. 3-7-25, Yarra Eastern 4-8-32. Gone about 4.5 minutes of this last quarter. 7-15, under 15 Division 1 boys. That's a brave kick, but it comes off okay, and they look to take it on here, Eastern. Frame takes the mark. Down the line they go. And it's going to come back. Mark has been taken here this time by Weikart. Weikart now, right foot kick back towards the pain of 50. Past a couple of hands there, gets out the back. Anyone going to run onto it? Oh, yes, they will. Oh, yes, they will for Yarra. Open goal beckons. Oh, thank you very much. It is a 1-point ball game all of a sudden. That has just come out of absolute nowhere, if you ask me. They went a little bit quiet the last 20, 25 minutes of this game, Yarra, and all of a sudden it's back to a 1-point ball game. And that is very clever work by Ethan Bogdanos, who's done a couple of clever things so far tonight. And it's 4-7-31 Yarra, Eastern 4-8-32. Approaching 6 minutes gone last quarter here. That was exciting football. Give Yarra credit. Now Eastern need to reply. Things all of a sudden just a little bit more tense here at Warringal Park. Great hit out of the ruck there. Give that to the benefit of the Eastern ruck there that time. A couple of players go to ground there, and the umpire comes running in and asks for a ball up. Obviously a big occasion for the umpires as well. Getting to umpire a interleague clash. Weikart gave the clearing handball. Ball just ricochets out of the middle. Thorogood. A little bit of encouragement from the family down there, I'm assuming. Kick out wide. That could be a lasso. Although, yes, it is. One of the great rules that have been brought in this year, if you ask me. I guess keeps the game flowing. Kick in board was a little bit advantageous, and Yarra could be in again here. They're definitely back inside their forward 50. Numbers back here with a Brown and goal of Eastern. Oh, handball to space was a bit interesting, but rewarded with a free kick for a hold. So Ramsey just gave one away at a very inopportune time, unfortunately, for his team. And now Eastern switch through Blackman. They open up the far side. Corridor opens up a little bit as well. That's ignored. Kick down the line to a genuine one-on-one. It's fisted to ground, and then the great buttering up work there from Eastern. Now, they just got to get out the back here, and there's an open chance on goal. They have to relieve their opponents. This is good stuff there from both sides. It's a genuine one-on-one, now a 2-on-2. Forward of the ball, reinforcements arrive for both sides. Gets out the back. Eastern need a clearing kick here. Great tackle there. No reward, unfortunately. Umpire just lurking around the contest. Interesting disposal there. Method by Jamil Alouche there that time. Ball goes to the mouth of goal. He won't get there in time. And it's a boundary throw in. But a good spot if you're a fan of the EFNL. Mouth of goal, just off to the right, I should say.
River, get higher. Switch with someone. Come up higher.
Danger, danger, danger if you're the YJFL.
Cover Rivers, Ben.
Ball in.
Ben at the back.
Hit out of the ruck.
Yep, stay where you are.
Numbers around it for Yarra. They will try to be a little bit too cute with the handball out of defence. It's a snapping ball around the body. It'll get away. Stays in the field of play. It was a good little kick there by Johnson as well. Keeping it in as well again is Frame, who's kicked one tonight. And again, over and out. Just deciding to take over from the pressure that was starting to arrive.
River, go another 5 forward.
Boundary throw in.
Yep.
It's flung back in now. Having to work from the back there that time was Meehan and Weickhart, and that ball's out of bounds on the full.
Back, stay up now, stay up.
Let's go to work. Lock it in.
So the fortunate thing for Eastern is that they're able to sort of set up their defence and their wall here that'll be coming off the kick out. The most unfortunate thing is we've got a really big net behind the goals at that Burgundy Road end of the ground here. Having to take the kick out is Barker. We definitely know it's going to come out here because all the players have come out to this side of the ground. Barker's unsure. It was a good kick. Barker's been taken there that time by Ferrantino. And now they all fan to the far side of the ground. Ferrantino's kick is wide and high. Couple of players there for Yarra just spoil one another. Another little soccer off the ground. It'll get awfully dangerous to the line and perhaps a lasso opportunity. Stays in the field of play. They get hands to it. The umpire comes charging over. Halfway through this last term, it's a 1-point ball game. Barker out of the ruck, got it decisively down. Now Easton back into the corridor with a little kick. No numbers behind the football, unfortunately for them. They attack the football at 100 mile an hour. It'll be a ball up again. So it's going to be a matter of who takes the chances now and handles the pressure of getting their side home. Ball out wide for Yarra, sat up. Then it was tapped to ground. That will be a throw and or hold the ball. Take your pick. The brown and gold jumpers there just went out. Easton at half back now. Need to go end to end. They get the next goal at 7 points and it's a bit of scoreboard pressure. That's a brave kick into the middle of the ground. 2 Yarra jumpers there. That's a fend off. Just got it away in the nick of time. Great tackle on Weickhart. He is gone.
Go now. Go River.
Great tackle by Atkin. Kick up towards half forward, and the lad that just gave away a free for holding the ball butters up, takes a mark. Wide ball, Weickhart off hands. And away they go again, Yarra. Up towards half forward. This is where they could hit the lead here for the first time since the end of the second quarter. Barker, inside forward 50. Across the face of goal, one-on-one, fisted away, good kill. Should go out, and it does go out just. They've given a burst again, Yarra, showing some fight, but haven't quite hit the front just yet as the ball is about to come back into play. No one wanted out of the ruck. It went between two there. That could have been holding the ball because he did try and take on a couple of tacklers. Umpire doesn't see it that way. On the bottom of the pack there that time was Brophy. So we start again. Still deep inside forward 50 for Easter. Dodging and waving and kicking and goaling. A Yarra. They hit the front. They've gone bang, bang, bang in the quarter. And again, it looks like Bogdanos has kicked his second of the term. He kicked a running goal a couple of minutes ago, and now he's dodged and weaved and got out of the pack and wheeled around for his second. And Yarra take a narrow 5-point lead now. 5-7-37 plays 4-8-32. And we've got just about 7.5 minutes to go here in this one. Ball back in the middle. Thorowood decided to spoil the ball forward again off the ruck tap. Didn't go anywhere for his side. But they still might get the centre clearance. They do. They're in here, Easton. It's a high ball, though, inside forward 50. We got a free for a hold going to Easton.
Backs up.
It's Bartlett. Bartlett has it. He'll take his 30. This to regain the lead by a point in a tight contested game. Bartlett, kick on the way. He's got the carry on it, but unfortunately, across the face. And I could just pick up as well through the headset. He wasn't too happy with it. 2 behinds on the night for Bartlett. 5-7 plays 4-9. 4-point lead. All that kick's brave. Comes off though. Mark taken Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick has a teammate on short. He ignored Carney. Sends one high down the line. Couple fly here. It's a fumbly ball. How's the pressure? The pressure factor's gone up here. Little handball. Well done there that time by Boncha. Ball inside forward 50. Good mark. Barker takes it. He kicks it out wide. It was a genuine one-on-one here. Eastern player went back with the fall of the ball. Yarra player dispossessed, but plenty of them down there. Plenty of reinforcements to help one another out, and they get away from the danger into the middle of the ground. And they elect to play on there, but running himself into a brick wall there that time was El Sheikh. Umpire said he got rid of it, but Eastern come away with it again. Up to half forward. They should mark here, they do. Height just a factor there that time. Right player there at the right time, and they use the kick out wide well. Numbers back inboard. Kick away there that time. Fitzpatrick down the line. Off hands. Should go over the line, and it will.
Time, boys. Come on. Work hard.
So just going up another level here. Ball into play. Great read there, but not able to take possession. Trying to run through there that time was Jamil Alouche. Another ball up on play. Entering the back end of this game. It's a 4-point game. Yarra have come back from 14 points down, I should say. Ball down the line and a nice second grabber there that time by Ballon Fitzpatrick. He plays on C, something he likes right on the cricket pitch. He finds a teammate, which was a Furlan, who plays on. Long ball inside forward 50. They could deliver a knockout punch here, you'd feel, if they kick a goal. A little one comes off the boot, and it's a goal. Oh, gee. Wasn't a lot of fanfare about that. And it looks like he has kicked his 3rd goal of the quarter, Ethan Bogdanos, and that could be the old left-right good night. There was absolutely no fanfare at all about that one. There wasn't a cheer, there wasn't a whimper. Yarra 6-7-43, Eastern 4-9-33. It's a 24-point turnaround in this quarter. Ball back in the middle. Now we're going to have a 6-6-6 here. Oh, he's given him a warning. That is a very interesting decision there. It'll come back to the middle of the ground. So if you're following along at home, Yarra did not have a player on the wing there, which was a 6-6-6 infringement. And they didn't pay the advantage. This is Linden, inside 450. They need a mark here. Few players, the meat and the sandwich. There could have been a high tackle there. Umpire doesn't see it that way. Barging their way through there, that time was Frame. Gets the kick up towards the top of the square. Just getting rid of his opponent there, that time was Hughes. And now there's 2-on-1 here for Yarra, and they should get themselves out of trouble on the far side. They do. But how many are going to lead up towards it? And they got a bit of overlap run once again here. Strong sliding marking opportunity forward here. Yarra try to come away with it again. Easton trying to give another sort of gut punch to them and make it a game. But the fumbling at the most inopportune time, and they're away through the middle of the ground once again through Cooper up towards half forward. It gets out the back. Opportunity here for Ramsey to ram it home, and he does. Hudson Ramsey, who's been all over the ground tonight, kicks his first of the night, and it's the 4th of the quarter for Yarra. And they are going to come right away and win this game in what's become a 30-point turnaround all of a sudden in this one. 7-7-49 plays 4-9-33. Little over 2 minutes to go in this one. So from the restart, Try to get a clearance there. That time was Linden, couldn't do so. Whistle, umpires found a free for a hold going to Easton. So they'll go up to half forward here. Can they jag a mark? They do. Beautiful sliding mark taken. Maybe a little bit too far out to score. So to the mouth of goal. Players back there, although it's been dropped. Ooh. Interesting one there, just opting to walk it right over. So first score of the quarter, second score of the quarter, Easton. 4:10:34 to 7:7:49. About a minute and a half to go in this one. Play on, says the umpire. Little one over the top. Possession football now, you would think. This is Pearson. Pearson will go backwards to go forwards. So Pearson's kick was nice. He found a teammate who goes out to the far side, dropped a mark that was very low to ground, and Easton opened up with an opportunity here, maybe for one more, and they'll get one. So directly in front, 20 metres out for Easton here. They'll get it back to 10, and that's a goal to Fraser Bartlett, who's deserved one tonight, the young lad. 5:10:40, they'll go to Yarra, 7:7:49. So they've come away with a big last quarter here, Yarra. I'm surprised by it, admittingly. And that will get a ball up in, I think, and that'll just about be all she wrote here at Warringal Park for the first game of our doubleheader. Yarra will come away 9-point victors. They were looking down and out at three-quarter time, but as I just alluded to, a big final quarter burst, and they might not be done, although that's going to be holding the ball. Umpire says play on, and there is the siren. Our first game done of our doubleheader. Yarra come away with a 4-goal final quarter burst. 4-1 they finished with to go. 7:7:49 to Easton's 5:10:40. Could only manage one goal in the last quarter to go down by 9 points. Goal kickers for both sides. I had them for Yarra to Ramsey, Pearson, Waikato, Noceda, and 3 to Vogdanos in that last quarter burst. While for the EFNL, Hollow, Bartlett, Frame, Hughes, and Aitken with 1 each. That's our first game of our doubleheader done. Thank you very much to the YJFL's amazing sponsors. You'll see their ads roll through as we have a break between games here now. It was Yarra too good in the end, winning by 9 points. And we'll see you from 7:15 at 10 minutes time with the second game of our doubleheader from Warringal Park.